Good day, doctor. This is SRITHARAN KANESWARAN, matrix number 222922. So today we are going to be going through the code average for in assembly language. So the purpose we are doing this is because before we get our final result, we just want to see how the registers are changing as we go through line by line. So I've already edited this code to include the line for printing the output, and I've already built it so it worked. So we're just gonna be debugging it now. I mean, yeah, debugging it so we can see the registers. So let's work. Okay, so I've already done it once before, so all of my memory is set up. So my data is OX1000, OX2000, OX3000, and OX4000. And it's in hexadecimal, and then that's 4. So we can start now. When we're now, if we see here, my registers, EAX is at 1. And the first line of code when I step over is sub EAX EAX. So that basically I want to clear the register, I want to make the EAX 0. So when I run it, yeah, EAX has become 0. So the next line of code's purpose is to move the value of OX04 into the register ECX. So let's step over and see if it works. Step over. Yeah, it works. So ECX is now OX4. Okay, the next line of code is supposed to move OX08 into ESI. So let's step over and see. Yep, ESI is now OX8. So now this part, it wants to decrement the value of SI by 1. So let's see if it works. Step over. Yeah, ESI has become OX7. The next line of code also wants to decrement the value of ESI by 1. Step over. Yep. So now the value of ESI is OX6. So now we are going to be adding the data at 6. So at 6 is will be OX4000. So now when I run this code, OX4000 will be added with OX0. So my EAX will become OX4000. Okay, good. So next we are going to loop. So the part we are going to loop is AW. So you see AW is here. So AW is all the decrement of ESI and adding the values. So we step over, we go back to the top. So we're at the start of the AW again. So I step over ESI from 06 has been 0x6 has been decremented to 0x5. I step over again, the next time is also decrement. So ESI from 5 has become 4. So now we are going to add OX4000 with OX3000. So step over. Yeah, EAX is now OX7000. It works. So we're gonna go back to the start of the loop again. Step over. Step over. Yeah, it works. O4 has become O3. 0x4 has become 0x3. We step over again. 0x3 has become 0x2. And then we add it again. So we've added OX7000 and OX2000. We get OX9000. Step over. And then, yeah, my ECX is now at 1. We are at the final loop. So ESI is at 2 now. Let's decrement it. Step over. Step over. So ESI is at 0 now. So we're gonna, when we run the add AX line, we are gonna add OX9000 with OX1000. So step over. Yep. So EAX is now OXA000. That's the final value. We've added all four of our data, OX1000, OX2000, OX3000, OX4000. We've added all of them to get OXA000. So let's step over. Yep, we are out of the loop now because our ECX already hit 0, so we are out of the loop. So now we are gonna clear DX. So DX is whatever this DX is here, so we're gonna clear it. So step over. Yeah, EDX has become 0 now. And then I'm gonna move OX04 to CX. Step over. Yeah, ECX is at 4. This is because we want to find the average of 4 numbers. We have the total of our 4 numbers, which is OXA000. So now we have uh, 0x4 in ECX, so we're just gonna divide OXA00 with OX4 to get the average. So step over. Yeah, we've got the result. You see, EAX is now OX2800. So we've divided OXA00 by 4 and we've gotten the average. So this is the final answer. So now that I've gotten the final answer, I want to see whether I can print the final answer here in this output box. So let's step over. Mm, Step over. Yeah, I've printed it here. If you can see, I got 2800 here. There. So that's it. Yeah, that's it. It works. Thank you.